Alright, so finally, since doing this since December, we finally reached the final night of the Dix run from 2018. Uh, can't believe it's taking me this long to do this shit, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to figure it out and whatnot. Uh, I'll just say, overall, I the only two reviews I didn't do was Raleigh and one of the Merryweathers. Eventually, I'll go back and do it, but whatever. But for right now, overall, I said at the beginning, and I'm still gonna stick to it. 2018 is probably, I think, their best year playing as a group. I think there are a lot of times where everybody was synced up better than before. Better than, I mean, granted, I only have experience from 2016, 2017 that year, so I don't have much to go off of compared to, going from 2010 to 2018, like some people would be able to. But from what I can tell, I think between even 16 and 17, I think 18 was their best as a unit. It's definitely the second best rig so far, next to 2016's rig for Trey. Uh, so what I'm gonna do after this one is probably, I don't know, to keep it switched up. I'm gonna do like the Dave's picks as they come out. The next one, 31, I think. The Chicago one comes out tomorrow, so that means I won't get it till Monday or Tuesday at best. Um, so I'll try to do a Grateful Dead one for the first time, which will be interesting because I don't know how I'm gonna do that. That one's gonna be a struggle. Uh, I'll be lucky if I can even do 10 minutes of talking on any of those shows for now, at least until I get into the groove of doing Dead shows. I'm probably gonna jump back and forth between 2018 fall and then do 2010 and start going into 2010 again. Sort of just switch things up instead of just being stuck in one specific year, I guess. An occasional Dead and Cats and Dead and Co. and maybe try to get some umphs in there. Try to just not stick to one specific part of a tour of any year. Kind of just jump around, have different things going on. But so overall, I would say if I had to do it again, if I had to go to Dick's here in like the what next month and a like week or two, less than a month and a half, if I had to go to Dick's this year, I haven't even listened to one single song at all for 2019. I'm just kind of just saving it all up. But if I had to do Dick's again, I would still go in blind like I did with last year's Dick's. I think I don't know, it was fun for me. Plus, like it makes me go back and kind of appreciate some of the songs that I got at Dick's, and it's like, wow, like Soul Planet opener for the last show. If I knew how good Soul Planet was, I'd have been freaking out. But because I didn't, it makes me more thankful that I didn't get, it's a great Soul Planet, but I didn't get, like the best Soul Planet that they played for summer. It wasn't, the top one, two, but it's definitely a very great Soul Planet. I'm glad I got it. But so moving on, uh, Soul Planet opener, shit. You're bound to get it at Dick's at some point. I got Set Your Soul Free and everything's right. You're definitely gonna get it. I'm kind of glad I got it at the third night opener overall as far as placement at anywhere point in time during the 3 night run. Hey, I'll take an opener. I'll take it as an opener. It's a great opener. First or second set. Second set definitely more I'd rather have than the first, but definitely an MVP version. Sucks that it's the only downside for it being an opener is because you're gonna get a little bit of a jam, but it like clocked in under 11 minutes, I think. So you're only gonna get just a little bit of a taste. You're not gonna get a full balls out fucking blast off the fucking Mars like you would if it was a second set. But that's okay. Uh, I gotta skim over my cardboard notes. Even though it was short, transition into Possum was cool. I kind of liked it. Like Possum's got kind of a cool transition with any song going from out into, because you get that Possum riff. I like the Possum opening riff, but everything else about Possum fucking sucks. If the Sneakin' Sally gripe that I had with Night 2 was my biggest complaint of the run, this would be my second, is getting Possum right after Soul Planet. Because even when I was there and they went into Possum, I was just like, oh my god, why? Why after fucking Soul Planet do we have to do this? But again, I'd rather have it early and get it the fuck over with, because I definitely... I don't know, if it would have showed up anywhere else on this set list, especially in the first set, I think it just would have made this first set even worse. Or I was going to say the first set wasn't anything special. Night 3 really was the weakest night, I would say. Um, it's kind of flipped with Night 2. Night two's first set was killer. Second set was eh. This one, first set, eh. Second set, wouldn't call it killer, but it was pretty good. Pretty good for what it was. Considering what they did for Night 1 and then for Night 2, I would say they were kind of gassed at this point, especially in the second set. Some of the song picks were just like, yeah, they're just trying to fucking just run out the time at this point, you know. Suzy Greenberg, character zero, and you're just trying to run out time, man. Come on, don't bullshit us. uh, I will want to know about this Possum, since it was a transition point into Possum. Trey kept the rig on from Soul Planet, and then the opening chords just ripped it with the rig on still. I didn't write down if he would have kept the rig on the whole fucking time with Soul Planet. I'd like to hear something like that happen. I think, Possum would probably be a hell of a lot better. And if they want to go a step further, just don't fucking sing their stupid ass lyrics. Of all the lyrics, I know Phish is Phish. It's fucking nerds and they write weird shit, and I get all that. I've listened to Under the Scales and heard Tom Marshall break down songs and how they write and stuff, and I understand how the writing process goes for them and their songs and Trey, but of all the lyrics, some of them are just weird, stupid. This is just like fucking stupid. Like, I don't. It's a song about a damn possum that got ran over on the road. I don't know what else. It's just like there's no depth to it. It's just retarded. I don't know why people go apeshit for Possum in general. I don't really care for it that much. As a song, it's kind of, I don't know. Maybe if they never had lyrics and just played the song, I might have liked it. I don't know. But in this lifetime, nah, never gonna fucking change my stance on Possum. I swear to God, I never will, probably. Moving on. We got a bust out with Mellow Mood. According to Phish, that 257 show gap. Last played August 9th, 2011. I thought this was like, oh, Bob Marley reggae, okay. Kind of a weird spot to get it in the third position of the night. Kind of a little, okay. Kind of like reminded me of like Shade from Night 2. It was a little bit like, okay. Where's this coming from? But that's only because of the fucking balls out show they played with Night 1. I give this one honorable mention. Honestly, I was like, it's probably fucking Marley, but I literally never even heard this song until they played it. So I didn't even know until after the show I looked it up. I was like, oh yeah, it definitely is Marley, but a little bit out of left field just to get a bust out Marley song. To be honest, it might be my biggest bust out off the top of my head. Maybe my top, at least the top three as far as if I've any bust outs, any long gap shows, songs I've gotten. It's definitely probably a top three for sure. I think my longest might have been at Wrigley Night 2. 625-16 would have been the encore. I Am the Walrus. I think that might have been my biggest bust out, or at least probably my second biggest. So a little bit out of left field with the Mellow mood, but hey, I'll take it. We get it Tube, good Tube. I gave it an honorable mention. Page came in hot right off with the keys. Um, the Tube from Clip 16 Stole, my favorite of all time. Of course, biased because I was at the show, so that kind of factors into it a lot. This one, I would say, it was a great version, great Tube. Doesn't come close to the 16 for me. As far as 2018 tubes go, yeah, I fucking love hearing the 2018 rig on Tube for this year. I think Page was, compared to the Clips one, Page was involved a lot more with this one than 2016. It was definitely just Trey and his rig taking over, but that's most 2016 in my opinion, at least from what I can recall. A little bit more tranquil jam compared to Clips, so still great version. I'll mention at least. Then we get a segue into Funky Bitch. I like Funky Bitch. I'll definitely take Funky Bitch. Wasn't one I would definitely have guessed I would have got either. It's not one of my favorite Gordo songs, but it's definitely one up there that, hey, if I get it, I'm definitely going to have fun. I'll definitely take it. Page had the little organ solo. I really like that one. MVP for Page on the organ solo for sure. Otherwise, nothing really much stood out for me on that one other than Page. Ocelot, honorable mention. Was really hoping to get Mike's Week of Pog. I honestly was like, oh yeah, I'm for sure gonna get Mike's Week of Pog. Now I didn't get that, so sucked. Was definitely hoping to get Rage. Didn't, but I got Ocelot, which I've said before. If I'm gonna get one, it's basically like getting the other. So honorable mention for Ocelot. Started a little bit slow and laid back for me. I feel like more than usual for Ocelot, how usually it is. Build it back up. Got a great peak out of it. Not MVP worthy of an Ocelot, but definitely I'm going to give it an honorable mention. Keeping it real. Don't even know what the fuck this is. I never heard of it. Think I might have seen it on like set lists from other shows. But as far as first impressions, skip. I'm just going to skip it every time. I don't know what to say. Mike's singing it. I don't know if it's his song or what, but whatever it is, I don't ever want to hear it again. That's my honest to God opinion on it. So whatever. Just gonna forget that they even played that. My friend. After that, got that one as the opener at Clips. It's kind of one that's sort of just like, I'm on the fence about it. I kind of like it, but I kind of don't really care for it. It's just one that, I don't know. The jam's okay. I've never really felt like I've heard of my friend that's really just blown me away in the jam. Otherwise, I think it's more of just like one that I kind of get hyped for it a little bit, in the beginning and everything when it comes on. I feel like it's definitely, the crowd reaction is one that they definitely get pumped up for when it comes on. So, I guess I'll take it. I could have gotten worse, but wasn't jumping for joy either to get it. Horn, honorable mention, because it was great placement, and I don't know, I like Horn. As dumb as it sounds, it's one of those just filler songs, but I don't know. This one I kind of liked it. Really, just placement was really great. Then we get into the next MVP, Maze. Maze for me saved the whole first set. If Maze wasn't in this, I don't think this first set would have been pretty much a fucking dud. other than Soul Planet and Antelope at the end. It would have just been a fucking dud. But at least we got Maze. And I just realized too, I was listening to this at work, that I have gotten Maze, even though I've only been to 6 shows. I've gotten it, got it at Klipsch, got it at Dayton. Now I got it, so I've got it at least once every year, and I've got it at least half the time. So I think it's the one song I've gotten the most so far. There might be one or two others I might have gotten, but honestly, I don't think anything else other than Maze is the one I've gotten the most so far. So, kind of cool. Uh, I don't know. It was weird at the beginning. In the very beginning of the song, Trey was just messing around on the rig, and it sounded like he was tuning a radio. So before like the first verse or any of the lyrics were sung, so kind of different. But other than that, it's Maze. It knows what it needs to do. It shows up. It does its job. It goes home until the next time it needs to show up. So MVP for Maze. Then we get Miss You. Definitely not ever gonna miss this song. I'll tell you that. This song and Keeping It Real can fuck off. I don't ever want to hear those. Antelope to end it. Yeah, I kind of figured I'd get an Antelope at some point. Um, Glad I got it. Definitely glad I got it. Glad I got that. Glad I got Gin. Glad I got the Traffic Light. Glad I got, the typical set enders. Um, I guess if I had the choice, I would rather have Antelope in this show than any of the others. So good placement for that. Um, it's not an honorable mention MVP, unfortunately. It had a good placement because it saved the first set, but it didn't have anything above and beyond that made me put notes about it. Other than I just got to cross it off the list of songs to chase. It was a little slower on the build up than I would have liked, but it got there eventually, so I can't complain. It was Antelope, good ending for the set, but otherwise pretty much kind of a dud set, I would say. Set 2 is where it picks it up. 46 Days, MVP. I would have rather had something else be the ending, be the last set 2 opener for the tour. But hey, if it's 46 Days, I'll take it. A little bit of a spacey jam. Catchy at parts. The Trey's part were definitely catchy. Reminded me a lot of how catchy the Sand Trey was in Sand for Merriweather. That Sand, the jam in that. Pretty catchy too. Both are really catchy. Not the most hard hitting 46 Days. Not, balls out. Definitely didn't feel like I got hit in the face with a brick with it. But I was definitely. I'd say it was one of the more unique 46 Days I've heard. I felt like everybody was definitely doing a lot of experimenting a little bit. Overall, I felt like the theme for set 2 was like they were definitely experimenting a lot in the jams. I feel like I kind of think that's like, oh, they're out of gas. It's night 3. They've been playing balls out, lights out for a good amount of the shows and good amount of the songs for this tour. So kind of probably wanted to just fuck around for the last set. It's fine by me because it worked. Great transition into Tweezer. Top 5 46 days for me as well. MVP for Tweezer. Trey had a really great tone on the rig during all the singing parts, during the song part, I guess. I felt like Mike beefed up his end of the sound in this part of the song. I don't know. I just noticed it during the song, so I don't know. Compared to like 46 Days and the others, I just felt like, oh, Mike feels a little bit beefier in this part than usual. Than how I normally hear a show. He was even doing weird stuff on his rig, and it mixed really well in the jam. It Trey and Page and Fishman. Definitely one of the examples of them all just doing something and coming together really well. Like I was saying earlier about the tour in general in 2018, how they were playing for that year. Uh, got a little bit experimental, then it got rowdy real quick in the build up and peak. Then a little bit of more experimental stuff at the end. Trey's rig and Page's keys. Nice little jam to take us out. Got in the Golden Age. Damn. A long time since I heard of Golden Age. Love fucking Golden Age. Definitely want to hear it a lot more. MVP, well, was that. Page on the keys in the beginning came out hot. Loved his part into it until the jam. Then it switched over until he switched over to regular piano. What's his word say? Spacey got a Spacey Golden Age jam. Kind of like if I had to pick between a Spacey Golden Age or a little Golden Age, is a little more oomph to it, a little bit more hard hitting. I'll take the hard hitting, but for the other Golden Age from the tour, I think the other one was like a 20-minute one. It was like really bombastic compared to this one. So I'll probably still take the other one over this one though, just because it's so bombastic. And Golden Age is really great at. If they're gonna play like a 20-minute song, Golden Age is a great one that I feel like they definitely hit on par a lot. If they're gonna really go over the top in as far as minutes and jam. I swear I heard a Boogie On tease at some point. According to Fishnet, there wasn't. You know, they don't have a list. They just got Manteca, whatever the fuck that is. I see that all the time. All these stupid teases. I don't know. It's Fishnet. It's not anything official, but I swear to God, I see that all the time. I said there was a Manteca tease in Golden Age. I don't know what the hell it is, so I don't know. I felt I heard Boogie On, and then it went to the opening chords of Gaia Jabu. That's just me. Segue into Steam. A little bit out of nowhere for Steam to show up in the second set after, 46 Days Tweezer Golden Age. A little bit of a weird spot to see it. Always welcome to see it. But I gotta say this. I give it an honorable mention. But they gotta quit fucking playing it so damn slow. Like, just listen to the Wrigley one, and it's like, you guys can fucking play this song so hard and dark. It should be. Otherwise, it kind of just. This is the first time I've ever felt like a Steam was just like, wow. I almost don't think like they should have played it. I felt like it should have been something else. I almost rather have taken the chance. Rather have taken a chance of running a fucking mount or Longboy, God forbid, But Steam, I feel like they gotta start playing that shit heavier. It's just too, I don't know. I love Steam. Wrigley or no Wrigley, I love it in general. But that Wrigley just, how can you play the Wrigley one and then just keep going back to like a laid back Steam? I mean, even I always give them credit because I did put honorable mention, but it had a great peak. Even for Steam, I feel like had a really great peak, more than usual. So it is what it is. They're gonna keep playing it like this forever, but at least make the peak fucking be epic. This was definitely an epic peak for Steam, more than usual. I feel like. I also felt like I heard a Tweet Price tease in it in the peak. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. The transition in the song I heard the ocean sing at the end was like fucking aliens are landing the spaceship kind of vibe I was getting. Or they're just hovering over, about to pick someone out of the crowd. I love to heard a song I heard the ocean sing. Loved it ever since I heard it the first time at Clips. Definitely one of those where I was like, wow, looking back, I can't believe I got that song, got that version. Wow, I love this song so much. I wish they would play it more, definitely. It's unfortunate that they really don't. I feel like when they do play it, I think the 2017 New Year's run was like a big 2017 like 20-minute run. I don't know if it would have been the Bakers one that they did. I know 2017 had like a huge one at one point. I think it was New Year's. I could be wrong. But I mean, this one was the one I got a clip was like I think about 6 minutes. This one was about 6.5. I don't know. I just love it. I just love the solo, and it's one of those how like they don't have to be a jam. They can just play it like they did with clips and not really do much of a jam. Just kind of play it. I felt like, and I'd be fine with it. The solo's really great. It's one of my favorite like Trey solos of all time. Um, but this one was definitely heavy and dark. Um, wasn't expecting that for an Ocean. Um, Nice for them to get one more heavy jam into the night before the end of the tour. Um, Trey had a good push on his rig um, throughout the jam to get it that dark and heavy sound. So props to Trey for having a little gas left in the tank. Top 5 Ocean, I guess. I don't guess. I mean, yeah, it definitely is. Then we get a Jabu. Love Jabu. Didn't really put anything else. It didn't stand out to me on this one too much, so it is what it is. Oh shoot, my nails are bleeding. A little bit of a laid back, then it picked it up in the peak. Then it goes into Suzy. Honorable mention for Suzy just because Paige in the piano solo. I really liked that one, even though it was just regular piano. I really liked it. He really did peak on that one. You can tell the guys are tired because they go from Jabu to Suzy, and then they do character 0, which hey, I'll take a 0. Definitely want to hear 0. So to end the second set of Night 3 of Dicks, I'll take it. Good spot for it. Trey had a little bit left in the tank apparently because he busted out the 0. Encore's Horse Silent Warning. I don't know what to say. It could have been Lawn Boy. Could have been the fucking I Didn't Know. Could have been Mound. It wasn't. But it was still from one of those categories of songs I don't ever want to fucking hear and can't believe people actually like and can't believe they actually play category. So it might as well have been any of those. It'd be just as bad. Unfortunate to get that as an encore. But whatever. It's the end of the run. And of course, goes into Tweet Prize, nothing else to say. I already said my review or my thoughts of 2018 in general at the beginning, so I'm just gonna end it here. This was fun. Gonna keep doing these. However I do it, I don't know. Just doing hodgepodge from here, but it's been a fun little 6-month experiment. Well, it's been longer than 6 months, and I've been doing it since December, but finally got it out of the way. Eventually, I'll do Raleigh and Merriweather at some point, but on fall, definitely looking forward to it. I heard a lot of hype about more so the fall than I did the summer, so Dix is definitely honored to be there last year. Had a lot of fun. I'd do it again. Do it again this year. I could. And I'd go even more blind in this year than I would last year. So, night 1, great set list. One of the best set lists ever. One of the best jams ever. I would put it as a show number 1. Show 2 would be set list wise. I think MVP set list went to night 2, set 1. But, set 2 for that one's kind of a So, I get second best show, and then night 3 was a little bit of a, not I'm not gonna say disappointment, but set 1 definitely was terrible. It was a dud. Set 2 came out, but just not a good strong finish with Greenberg 0 ending. Plus, I just didn't think they had a lot of oomph in some of the jams, like for Steamer, Jabu, but whatever. Alright, so I'm trying to cut off under 30, so 2018. 5 out of 5 stars I'll give it.